Going on, family? It's your boy Terrell Bennett, co-founder of Forex Executives, and in this week we're gonna be breaking down three markets. All right, we're gonna be breaking down EURCAD, Great British Pound JPY, and also Australian Dollar USD. Okay, I added AUD USD to my lineup recently this past week because I traded this pair in the past and I had pretty good success with it, man. So I wanted to add a third pair to my lineup. So this was the third pair. I got two pairs that are fast or medium volatility, and I also got AUD USD, which is rather slow, but I love it because it's super clean. All right, so let's just jump into it, man. EURCAD. Last week I called the pullback, guys. I called a pullback, and I seen some people in the Telegram groups that actually caught this portion of the move. I was able to get in super low and catch a lot of this move, but I pulled my stop loss up too far, and the market kind of, when it did, it pulled back, tapped me out, and continued to pretty much cook up. So that was pretty much the end of my week, man. I had a real flat week, and I got another good video coming this week on Wednesday on when you should walk away from the market, man. So just stay tuned to that. But right now, let's just look at the charts, man. So I called this pullback last week. If you look at my last week video on EURCAD and Great British Pound JPY, I called a pullback. So what am I anticipating the market to do this week? All right, so we got this nice bullish engulfing on the weekly. Okay, so what I am anticipating the market to do is I want the market to continue to push forward. I want it to pull back first, okay, and then I want it to continue to push forward up to this key level, which lines right up with this trend line, and then we get a reversal all the way down. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be looking for this market to potentially do in this upcoming week. So let's just drop down to the daily so we can probably see this a little bit clearer. Okay, so we just going over it. We got this nice little push down, we got a pull back, we got a push down, and then I want to see the market go all the way up to this major key level, which lines right up with this trend line, and then we get a move all the way back down to these recent lows or even lower. Okay, so my job as a swing trader is to predict one weekly candle at a time. All right, so what I want to see the market do at its open, like I said, I want to see the market kind of pull back to this area and then continue on to the upside, and then I'll be able to catch that overall move all the way down here to this trend line. Okay, so let's just drop down to the H4. Let's see if we see anything. So you can see how the candles closed on Friday, pretty stagnant. These last four H4 candles, pretty stagnant. So what I want to see, like I said, I want to see the market pull back to these lows, these highs, these recent highs, and then a continuation to the upside. All right, so that's pretty much it. Excuse me, that's pretty much it for this market. All right, so let's just jump over to Great British Pound JPY, and let's see what's going on there. Okay, so Great British Pound JPY, I called this pullback as well last week. All right, so the market gave us a nice bullish engulfing off of this structure area that it bounced off of this trend line that it bounced off 2 weeks ago. It gave us a nice bullish engulfing. So I don't think that this run is over with yet. I think this has another potential to go maybe another 200, even possible 300 pips. Okay, before it actually stalls out and reverses and goes to the downside. So we got this nice bullish engulfing. Like I say, I want to see price push all the way up to these recent lows before we get a reversal and a continuation onto the overall trend, the downside. All right, so let's just drop down to the daily and let's just look. All right, so you may be wondering what this yellow line is. So this yellow line is pretty much my take profit, why I want to jump out the market before the market reverse. And why did I pick this area, right? This 145.50 area, because if you throw your fib from this high to this low, okay, this is right under the 61.8. All right, so that's when I'm gonna be looking to take profit before the market continues on this overall trend of it being down. Okay, So that's why I have that yellow line right there. So let's just drop down to the daily so we can see this thing a little bit more clear. Okay. So also, you guys, I'm looking at this area of structure as well. There's a lot of candles, a lot of area of structure in this area. So, the price may push up. It may push all the way up to 145.50. It may come a little shy. It may come up into this area and turn around. So I was also thinking of that as well. So if you throw your fear from this high to this low, and we place a line right here at the 61.8, and we do 50, okay, then I could potentially take profit right here at 144.50 as well. So I'll be paying attention when the market gets here to see if it stalls. If it does stall, then I'll be looking to take profit. But if it just blows right past it, then I'll be looking to take profit up here in this area of 145.50. Okay, so that's just something to keep an eye on. And pretty much, where I'm looking to take entry, I want to see the market pull back, right? I want to see the market pull back probably to these recent highs and then get a continuation to the upside. All right. So that's it for that market. So let's move on to the last and final market, which is AUDUSD. Okay. So let's just go all the way to the weekly. And I was looking at this market as well for another pullback. You guys seen that it was a bullish pin bar 2 weeks ago, and last week we got a nice little doji. We got a nice little wick on the upside, nice wick on the downside, and a little body in the middle. But what I want to see is I actually want to see the market push even farther up into this area. Okay, I want to see the market push all the way up, possibly to this trend line, before we get a continuation to the downside. Okay, that's one of the things that I want to see as far as this market. And some people may say, well, why do you think it's bullish? Why do you want to see it push all the way up? If you drop down to the daily, we got a nice railroad pattern right here on the daily close on Friday. And if you don't know what a railroad pattern is, it's actually two candles that are similar in body and that are complete opposite of each other. So we got one red candle, which is a sell candle, and we got one blue candle, which is a buy candle. All right. So this is a railroad pattern. It looks like two railroad tracks. So this is a reversal pattern that I use quite often. So it gave me a nice bullish railroad pattern right here on the daily. So I want to see the market kind of pull back a little deep at the beginning of the week, and then I want to see an explosion all the way up to the upside, even breaking this trend line. If we get it, I'll be looking to take profit at this trend line, but I want to actually see a break of this trend line, a pull back down, and then possibly a continuation all the way up to this minor key level. Okay, so just pay attention to these three markets. If you do trade one of these markets, keep an eye on them, and let's continue to kill the week. This is the last week of the month. Let's finish this month strong, everybody. All right, let's get it.